Hey everyone, let's get started. Let's see how I can, oh, here we go. I'm gonna see how I can make a comment on here. I'm not quite sure how to make a comment on this channel. Okay everyone, Emily here with J. Bowen and Company. Let's see what we're gonna do here. There we go. We are live from Buford, Georgia, from Detail Link. We're going to be going over all things Iron Orchid Designs today. I will let everyone jump on here and see what's going on. Hey girl, what's going on? Live from Buford, Georgia. We are going to talk all about everything. I am trying to see how I can put a comment on here. Oh, here we go, a message. Pin message. Let's see if I can put that on there. No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. I'm trying to put the link to my website on here, and I'm not quite sure how to do that, but we'll figure that out. So Emily here with J. Bowen and Company. I hope you are all having a great day. I'm so excited because I've been working my other job. Look here, my little boy's here. I'm here at Detail Link in Buford, Georgia, and I am going to be talking about all of these new IOD products. I am so excited to share with you these products. If you've never been here before, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. So I am in Buford, Georgia, Detail Link. This is mine and my husband's retail location. Yeah, my husband. Anyway, it's our retail location. I sell my IOD products here, Iron Orchid Designs. I sell my Fusion Mineral Paint here and some whimsical papers and other fun things like that. But anyway, we are live today and we are going to discuss all of the new Iron Orchid Designs. I am going to be talking to you, I just stepped away here, about all of these fun products. And for those of you who have purchased them already, thank you very much. If you're just now finding out about what the heck is all this fuss about, if you don't know what Iron Orchid Designs is, it is an amazing company that has amazing crafting DIY products, and we just had our brand new summer release today, 1 p.m. So I am just going to talk to you about all these things. If you're interested in purchasing any of these items, you can go to the description, and in the description it's going to have my link to the products and everything like that. Happy Thursday. Hello Ava, everyone. I would love for you guys to say hello and talk to me. How are you doing? Have y'all seen the new IOD? I've also put out a video, a regular full-length video with about 7 different DIY projects that I did. I've posted all over social media today, but I've been in court. I'm a lawyer. That's what I do for my day job, and I had to go to court today, and so I hit the big like button. What do you mean? Yeah, hit the big like button. So anyway, I'm so happy that you are here with me. Hey, Shannon. Hello, everyone. So we're going to talk about these. There are 15 brand new products. 15. There are 4 transfers, okay? 4 transfers, 4 molds, 4 stamps, 2 paint inlays, and 1 gold foil transfer. So I'm calling them 4 transfers, but I guess there's really 5. But anyway, we're going to talk about all those. So I have got all my products here. This is where I keep them in Buford, Georgia. If anyone is in North Georgia, you can come to Buford, and we have our store here with all of these products. We're here year-round with all the products. If you are not local to North Georgia, you can buy everything online on my website, and I have that linked right there in the description. It's www.jbowenandcompany. Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? So anyway, we're going to talk about these. So this is the first one we're going to talk about. It is called the Menagerie. That almost sounds scandalous. A menagerie, okay? It's supposed to be like chinoiserie. It's kind of hard to say, but it's menagerie. Anyway, it is a beautiful transfer. If you haven't seen my video yet that I put out, y'all should go check out that video. And if anyone knows how I can actually comment on this, I have no idea how to comment on here. I wanted to put a comment, but I don't know. I don't know how to, no, I don't want to do that. That was weird. Okay, undo. Sorry about that. Anyway, I'm just playing around. So anyway, if you have seen my video, y'all hit the thumbs up button if you've seen my IOD video. I'm not sure who's seen it. There's a lot of creators that are putting out videos at the same time, so a lot of times like they don't get pushed out. So if you haven't seen it, y'all go check it out. It's called Garden Style Thrift Flips. So anyway, this is the first one, and then let's go to the next one. The next one, I'm just stepping right over here where everything is. My son Reed, he came down here to the store and he put these, I'll show you this over here. Y'all might want to see. So at this store, we not only sell IOD, but we sell all of my husband's detailing supply products. And so we've got detailing supply products and we've got IOD and paint. My husband said it's a weird combination, but he lets me have my stuff here. But anyway, so this is the other one. This is called the Saint Germain. It is another beautiful project. Product. I used this one on a bucket, like a metal yellow bucket today. Oh, guess what? Here comes my husband right here. But he's kind of shy. He doesn't like to be on videos. And did I tell you I was going to do a live? I'm pretty sure I told him I was. But here's these two. What do you think about these two transfers? These are 16 by 20 transfers. And they each have 8 different sheets. You see that? 8 different sheets. And each sheet is this size. Okay? Okay. And then we have, yes? No, it's Brian. Then we have 2 of the smaller size ones. This is a really cool one. This is called Home Sweet Home. Can y'all see that? It is, let's see what size it is. Just 8 by 12. It's an 8 by 12. And here you go. It's got 8 different sheets on here. Okay, guys, it looks like you guys are all friends. Y'all know each other, or are you just saying hi? If y'all have not joined my free creative group, y'all should join, and then we can all talk anytime we want to instead of just on these lives and on YouTube. But it's in the description also, so you can join that. It's totally free on Facebook, and you can share your project. That looks kind of weird. Look how I'm doing my arm. Anyway, here you go. 8 different sheets. These are 8 by 12 sheets. There's all kinds of vintage and retro type designs. You see that? Okay. Okay, Fred's in here now. I told Fred he's a troublemaker, but he's really not. He's one of the nice ones. Okay. That's one of our employees. So here is another one. This is called Sarah Featon's Botanicals. It is another one of these 8 by 12s. Okay, it's full of beautiful, beautiful transfers. It's a really good one. I think you're going to love this one. If y'all haven't seen my video, y'all go over there and check it out. It is Garden Style Thrift Flips, and I put one of these transfers on one of these old shoe shine type boxes, and I think it turned out really cute. So what do y'all think about these new transfer sets? Do you like them? Do y'all love them? I think they're awesome. I love them. Oops, here we go. I have not had a chance to use this one yet, but I have a really cool project that I have a bread box that I'm going to put this on, and I think it's going to be really cool. But you can put it on, you can put these on all kind of canisters, signs, whatever. It's really cool. Okay, so those are the transfers. I have free shipping over $100. There's a code that you can put in, and it says it's free ship $100, and you can put that in there and you can get free shipping. Okay, so let's go to the stamps. Okay, so here are the stamps. They come in 3 packs. This is still in the 3-pack. Okay, this is called the Dewalt stamp. How do I get them? Okay, you can just go to my website. It's right there in the description, www.jbowenandcompany.com. If you go to the description of this video, it'll say the new products, the new Iron Orchid Designs summer products, and you can just click on that and it'll take you to my website. It's like Grand Central Station around here. Okay, so here is, excuse me, here is the Waltz. This is an awesome stamp. Knox, would you please go? Will you please go? Shut the door. So, did I answer your question, Donna? Do you understand? Okay, so this is called the Waltz stamp set. You are going to want to purchase this stamp set. It is going to be a classic stamp set. It's got these musical notes and it looks awesome. Look at that. Can you see the picture on the back? It's kind of hard to see because of the glare, but it is awesome. Y'all should pick these up. That is going to be a classic stamp right there. You're going to want to add that to your collection or start a new collection. Okay. So here is another stamp set. This one is called, I believe it's called the Flora and Vine. Y'all see this one? Flora and Vine. It's got beautiful florals on there. It's kind of hard to see. I'm going to go ahead and take this out. When we purchase these as stockists, we purchase them in sets of 3s. And my son came up here, but he did not take them out of the packages, so I guess I'll do that. Okay, so here we go. This is a three pack right here. If y'all want any of these, you need to go ahead and jump on it, because the thing is, they sell out fast. I've already sold quite a bit, but there's still plenty left for you to purchase if you want to go over there to my website and make any purchases. But you see that? Can y'all see that? I love this stamp. If y'all have never used any stamps, you should pick these up, and I'm going to show you what you can use with these. If this is your first time to ever use a stamp, you need to consider purchasing some other things with them. Hi Pamela, how are you? How are you doing? Okay, so I want to show you all this. If you've never purchased a stamp and you're going to order a stamp set, you need to order the stamp set. You need to order an ink pad, okay? And then some ink. I have all, I'm just going to set this down. I've got all colors of inks here that you can choose from. I've got black ink, the white ink. This is the China blue ink. New grass. Y'all, I need another hand here. New grass. This is the turmeric color. It's like a mustard color. The store hours are 9 to 6, 9 to 6, Monday through Friday. Sometimes we're on Saturdays, but usually Monday through Friday, 9 to 6 in Buford, Georgia. So here is the tomato color. It's a red color, and then we've got a stone gray. So there's a lot of different colors to choose from. So if you're going to order any of those stamps, you should go ahead and pick up the ink and the ink pad and all that stuff. Otherwise, it's not really going to do you too much good if you don't have that stuff. You'll have to order them separately. And this ink is permanent ink. It's awesome ink. You're going to like this. The ink pads are good quality. And then I've got some, I just flew this S-hook. Anyway, this is a brayer. I've got some brayers here. This is where you can roll it out. Do I have products at your booth location? Okay, yes, but not IOD or Fusion. I have my Iron Orchid Designs and Fusion here in Buford, Georgia. That's where I have these products. At my booth in Gainesville is where I have my DIY paint, and I have Whimsical papers and my JRV papers. If you ever know you are coming up to Buford and you want to pick something up, I can send, if I have a day or two notice, I can send it to the Buford location and you can pick it all up here in Buford. So that would work too. So, okay. Are y'all having fun seeing all these supplies and things? I know you want to see the IOD, so I'll get back to that. I just like to be able to, I'm not usually at my store where I can, you know, introduce this stuff to you, but here we are today. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so here are the gold transfers. This is called Emporium. It's a beautiful set. I didn't order as many of these, but they are selling pretty good. I may have to place a new order. So this is the Emporium. It's a 16 by 20. It's got some beautiful gold print right there. I have some other gold ones too. If you look on my website, they are really pretty, these gold transfers. So you can put them on trays or furniture. They've got them on bottles, but that is the Emporium transfer set. Y'all say hello. Hit that like button if you're enjoying this. That way it helps my channel grow and it helps people know that I'm in Georgia, in Buford. I think a lot of people don't even know that I'm here, so that would be awesome. There was kind of a mess up on the website. It had the name of the store, but it didn't have like the phone number and stuff. Okay, so let's get to the next product. And this is another stamp. This is a really cool stamp, but it's different than the other stamps. I think this stamp would be really cool to make summertime crafts. When I look at it, it just screams like beach towel. I don't know, that's what it looks like to me. So I picture it with like bright colors, with like bright orange, bright blue, red, white, green, these kind of just bright colors. But this is called the Mercy House. I don't even know what that says, but Mercy House something. Y'all can read that, let me know. But it is a really cool stamp. They have it stamped on a, kind of looks like a, you know, tribal art like this, and I think that looks cool. But I just picture it like on like a marigold orange color or just something, I don't know. But anyway, what do y'all think about this Mercy House stamp? I think it's going to be a good one to make some good projects with. And it also has these borders. The other one had borders like that too. I didn't show you that, or I didn't point it out. See this one right here, the, what's it called, Flora and Vine? See that? It's got some really cool borders. You see that? And you can put it around your projects. If y'all have any questions, I would love for you to ask them, so I'm not just sitting here yapping by myself. Let's see here. Let me find the next stamp. I'm going to show you. I'm going to pull this over so you can see. There's a bunch of stamps on here, but what's the other stamp? Oh, the folk art stamp. Let's see here. Here it is. Folk Story, sorry, Folk Story. Okay, here, sorry y'all haven't seen my backside there. This is the Folk Story. Well, these are separated. This is called the Folk Story, and it is an awesome stamp. I use this on a little clipboard, but there are so many ways that you could use this stamp. They show it on this dresser. You see that? On the dresser. In white ink. They painted it a color. It looks kind of like a mint green or like a possibly like apothecary, and then they show it with an off-white or a white stamp. Y'all see that? This is called the Folk Story stamp. For those of you that are just, Knox, please shut the door. For those of you that are just joining us, I'm Emily with J Bone & Company. I'm so happy that you decided to watch this video. I am showing all of the new Iron Orchid Designs summer release products, and we're just going over them one by one. So those are the stamps, and they were really cool. If you've not seen them before, here they are all together. Okay, my 9-year-old says so cool. Okay, he likes to be on the video. He's the only one of my children that likes to be on the videos. So that's Knox over there.
I never said that.
This is his first day of summer. The kids are out of school.
Second.
Well, no, yesterday was, y'all got out yesterday, so you had to go to school yesterday. So there's that. Those are the stamps. We went over the transfers. Now let's go over the mold. Well, we'll go over the paint inlays because I'm not quite sure what the molds. Okay. So
You put them over.
here is one of the paint inlays.
so cool.
Isn't that pretty?
Cool.
It's got like vintage floral vibes. I know y'all like vintage floral because I poll my audience and y'all usually react well to vintage florals. This is a 16 by 20 sheet, and you get 4 different sheets right there. These two are the same, and then these are all, well, these two are the same as well. But you can make some beautiful projects with this. I have a toolbox that I'm making over, and that should be in the next video. It's going to be a little complicated though because there's all different, you know, like the front, the back, the side. We'll see how that ends up doing, but I'm going to use this. It is called Dipsy Blooms. Hey y'all, raise your hand. Hey Stephanie, raise your hand if you have ever used a paint inlay. Okay, if you've ever used a paint inlay, let me know. If you want to use a paint inlay and you don't know how to use them, head to my last video and you can see they're very easy to use. They're a lot of fun and they give you really cool results. Uh-oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, they've got all mixed up here. Okay, so this one is Never. Pam, you need to try them out. They are cool. Have you seen my latest video yet with the paint inlay? They're a lot of fun. Okay, Stephanie, you've used them. Or do you want to use them? I'm not sure. You want to use them, maybe. They are fun. They are easy to use. Okay, this one is the one called Floriography. That one, that's a hard one to say. They always make these names up and they're kind of hard to see or to say. Can y'all hear me okay? Okay, so these you get, this is 16 by 20 and you get 8 different designs. This is a black and white design and you can make a ton of projects with this. So not only do you get these 8 sheets, but if you use these with chalk paint, you can use them about 3 times per project. But each time that you put the image on a project, it's going to become more and more distressed. So the first time, theoretically, you'd get the best image, and then every time after that, you would get a, you know, a more distressed image. And then also, whatever color paint that you use in your project, some of that paint could transfer to the next project. So for example, my first project on my last video, I used this one right here, okay, on a pink background, a petticoat pink background. So next time I put that, if I painted something white and put it on something white, the second time it may transfer a little bit of that pink onto the project. Understand? Okay. And then the next time, if I've used it on pink and white, the next time if I put it on a green background, a little bit of that pink paint and the white paint would go onto your transfer. So does that make sense? Okay, awesome. I hope y'all are having fun. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little hot in here. This is like the cool part of the office. The rest of the, this is our storefront in here, but the rest is a warehouse and it's really hot because it's just outside and everything, but it still feels a little warm. My husband always wants everyone to keep that door shut, but everyone doesn't always mind. Okay, so let's find where the molds are. Now my son told me, this is all the molds. I'll let y'all see. These are all the molds. And he told me that he hung them up somewhere. So when y'all order from me, y'all, this is where your stuff is, hanging on these racks. And then we're gonna come up here. I wonder if he even put this stuff up. I wonder if he did that. He told me he did. I don't know if I'm believing that now that I see none of the new molds. So we've got some new molds. We've got that little scamp. He told me he put them out here, and I don't see them. Maybe they're down there. Oh, let's see where they are. But anyway, there's 4 new molds. They might still be in a box. We have 4 new molds. We have a rooster mold, and then we have some unicorns. We have a lion mold. Yes, I will put them together for you. I'll definitely do that. And it's hard to make up your mind when there's so many good choices. I can't wait to see what you decided to purchase, Stephanie. Stephanie is part of the J. Bowen and Company creative community. Y'all, if you've not joined that, you should join it because that's really where the fun is. YouTube is great. I make the videos. Y'all watch them. Y'all love them. Y'all leave me comments. But the real fun is over there on J. Bowen and Company, where you guys can share your projects and become friends and everything else. Stephanie is one of the artists that I featured, not on this video, but the one before. So y'all should go check that out. And oh, hey Ava, she's back. Y'all go check that out. I featured some artists, but it's J. Bowen and Company community. What's it called? Creative community on Facebook is a place that you can meet new friends, new crafters. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have anyone here near me that I do any crafts with. So it's fun to meet new friends that you can do crafts with, you can share your projects with, people that get you, you know, and you can make new friends, pick up tips, share your tips and techniques and stuff like that. I bet you anything that little scamp, that's my son Reed, put those molds are still in a box because I don't see them here. Hey, can you ask Brian where my molds might be because they're not out here? Would you bring them? I'm doing a live and I don't have them on this. Reed told me they were up here. In the meantime, I could go back over some of these, or would y'all, do y'all want me to go back over the molds? I mean the new products, or would you like to see some of the older stuff that I have in stock? Y'all let me know. I think he's gonna, hopefully he'll tell Ryan. I do want to share a few things. I mentioned them in my last video, but so I purchased this stamp right here. This isn't a new one, but it just came back in stock. It is called the Vintage, I'm gonna open this up, the Vintage Textures. I think I called it Vintage Crackle or something in my video, but this is the Vintage Texture stamp. If you don't have this one, you need to add it to your collection. I'm gonna show you why. So I don't even remember seeing this stamp, and one time I got on the wholesale website, the stockist website, used one. I'm telling you what, you're right. Thank you. There should be two more. Do you know where the others are?
What are the other two?
One's a rooster, one's a unicorn, and one's a lion. Okay. Ryan brought me these. I'll show you these real quick. Well, I'll get back to this story. I kind of jump around too much. Okay. Whoops. Okay. This is the Vintage Texture stamp, and as Stephanie says, she uses it every day, and I could see why. Like I said, I had never seen this stamp, and then a while back I got on, it must have been released before I was a stockist, and I got on the website and I saw it and I was like, that's cool. It's got 4 different textures, and the cool part about it is it makes it look like it's a distressed piece, and it looks natural. It doesn't, thank you. It doesn't look fake. It doesn't look like fake. You know how like some kind of fake distressing, it just looks fake. I'm not a fan of the fake look, but I'm telling you, this looks really cool. So if you are looking for something to add a little, like this one, I've used it a bunch, but the problem is I don't really like to use it in my videos when I don't have it for you guys to purchase, because it just be aggravating. Oh, thank you. If I had to see something and then I wanted it and I couldn't purchase it, but it's back in stock. And I bought quite a few of them because I think this is one of the classic stamps that you need. Personal opinion. Okay, y'all, let's get back to these molds. I was delivered these molds. That's really nice. Okay, he bought a whole set of them. Well, he's bringing them, I guess. Okay, so this is the unicorn mold. Oh, special delivery. Ryan, would you mind saying hello? This is Ryan. That's
hello.
Ryan. He's the one that does all the packing. Okay, thank you so much. So he does all the packing, and he brought these. Can y'all see that? Let me see here. I'm gonna put it this way. Oh, that's better. That doesn't have all that glare. Okay, so you see that? That is the unicorn mold. There's 2 unicorns, and then there are some roses and flowers. So the cool thing is, let's say you're like, I love unicorns. Well, great, this mold is for you. But what if you say, you know, I don't know about unicorns. The cool thing is is when you cast this mold, if you don't put that horn in there, it just becomes a really elegant looking horse that you can just imagine this horse like in brass. I think that would look really cool, or pewter, something like that. But it would also look good like in a neutral color, or like to make it look like stone. So if you decide to purchase one of these molds and you've never purchased one, or let's say you're out of stuff, you need to add some air dry clay. And I have everything right here. So this is fun because normally I don't have this at my house to show you guys, but you need to buy some air dry clay and a brayer. If you buy these together, then you can cast these molds, and then this thing, it's like a little mini rolling pin. You can roll your clay out like this and it gets a flat surface. So those are two great things that you want to add if you decide to purchase this mold. Okay, this is the unicorn mold. Okay, so then we have, I love this one. This one is called Chanticleer. Can y'all see that all right? That is I call it the rooster mold, okay? There's 2 roosters, and what else is on there? Just kind of like some little decorative pieces. Here's the back. And I didn't show you the back of this one. I don't think I showed you. Check that out. I've not had a chance yet to play with these, but I think they would be a lot of fun. They're going to be a lot of fun to play with. I think these would be great. These roosters would be great on canisters. I think on flower pots. I think they would look good like brass, or like the stone look, or just like if you did like a neutral color. I think that would look really good. Okay, so there's those 2. This one is really cool. It is called Leonidas. You see that? These 2 are the same size. I want you to see. These 2 are 5x7s, okay? Y'all, I seriously feel like I'm on QVC. But anyway, this is the normal size mold, okay? It's, let's see, I think it's like 5x7 or something like that, or 5x9. I'm not sure quite the normal size. And then, no, these are the 5x7. Sorry, these are 5x7s, and these are a little bit bigger. So these are a little smaller, but look, they're thicker, okay? But these molds are really cool. This one I think is going to be awesome. Just imagine it like on urns. You could put this on like an urn, and I think it'd look cool black, or with some brass, like concrete. I mean, you could do a lot with these molds, or if you like it a color, but I typically prefer like a metallic color. I'm going to grab something here. I'm going to show you what I like. I have all of my paints back here. Can y'all see this? You know, they say a lady never walks backwards, but, you know, we'll walk forward so you don't have to see my backside. But anyway, well, here we go. So I told you my husband has products for sale here. This mop, look at this mop. Just check this out. My husband sells detailing supplies, so I said, I think that this would be cool. I need this, is what I told him. When will I place an order? I should be able to get a bunch of orders out tomorrow. Tomorrow, Saturday, but probably a bunch tomorrow, because a lot of you are ordering a bunch of the new stuff, so there's not like a lot of paint. When there's paint and stuff mixed in, I can get those out to you too, but I can easily just put these in envelopes and get those shipped out. So hopefully by tomorrow they'll be shipped out. So it's already 5:45 here, so, well, you know, you're in Georgia, so I can't get them out today, but probably tomorrow I'll get a bunch of them out. But anyway, this is the Leonidas. Oh yeah, I was telling y'all that, okay, they've moved my stuff. No, it was down here. Okay, I want to show y'all some of these colors that would look really cool. I've got all kinds of, these are all my metallics down here. Hello, Mary Beth. These are a lot of the metallic colors. I just want to show you what they look like. This is the bronze. If you've watched me many times on YouTube, you know I love this bronze. I use the bronze all the time, and I think it would look really cool because it looks like brass, and I love how brass looks. So I think that one would look good. And then I'm going to bring this over here, right here. We're going over all these new IOD. Oops. IOD products, but we also have all this paint too. This is the metallics gold. This is the gold, and this is the copper. So I want you to see what they look like next to each other. Okay, you see that? They're quite different in colors. But I also have silver, I have brushed steel, I have all different colors down here. Here are the brushed steel and the silver. See the difference? They're a little bit different in colors, just depending on what you like. Okay, guys, do y'all have any questions for me? Any questions? Do you want to see any more of, oh yeah, there's one more stamp, I'm sorry, or mold. It's down here. They brought it to me first. This is the Heraldi. See that? The Heraldi one. It has these wings, and then it's got 4 little sections. They're kind of like the vintage brooches, about those size, but there are, there's a crown, like a crest, a floral with a rose, and a heart. That's called Heraldi, I think that's how you say it. I am from Georgia. I'm in Buford, Georgia, live on location at Detail Link. That's right between exit 8 and exit 4, right near the Mall of Georgia. If you've never been here before, we're open for business Monday through Friday, 9 to 6. I've got all of my Iron Orchid Design products here, as well as my Fusion Mineral Paint and some Whimsical papers. So that is all of the products, the new release. Would y'all like to see any of them or have any questions about anything? Anyone? Any questions? What would y'all like to see? Would you like to see, I'm going to show y'all this, the new Alchemy paint line. So have y'all heard me talk about the new Alchemy paint line? So here, I've got my paint here. Some of it's missing because I sell it. But this is the Alchemy paint line. Under here, all the towels, shop towels that my husband sells. But this is the Alchemy paint line. It comes in 2 different sizes. This is the new Fusion Mineral Paint clay-based paint. Let me tell you what it's made of. It is made of, my goodness, acrylic, limestone, and chalk. Acrylic, limestone, and chalk. Okay, that's what that is, and it comes in 2 different sizes. It comes in a 16.9 ounce size and a 4.5 ounce size. This is a really cool new product. If you've never used it before, you should check it out and try it. It paints on smooth, a lot like Fusion Mineral Paint, but it's more of a chalk-based paint, and it's just a really cool paint if you've never used it. I'll see what this says back here. Yep, acrylic, limestone, and chalk. You don't have to put on a top coat, but you can use waxes or the new Ultra Guard, things like that. But it comes in all these different colors, and this is where I keep them here. I also have these over in Gainesville, Georgia. If you're ever over there, you can pick up these, or online. You can pick up all these products online. And then over here is where I've got all my testers down there, and then I have all of my milk paints and finishes there. So if you ever purchase any of those, this is where they are. This is what I used on my video. I used this color, and I used some of this one. This is the lavender haze. This is the peony color. But if you ever order any of these paints or products, this is where they come. You saw Ryan earlier. They come from. I will ship your stuff out as soon as I can. I usually ship, my goal is to ship within 2 business days. Sometimes we can ship in the same day. If all of the products that you order are here, we get them shipped that day. If they if some are at my Gainesville store and some are here, it usually takes a couple more days just because of that, because they're just not here. But if you order IOD stuff and Fusion stuff and it's a weekday, a lot of times we can get it out that day or the very next day. So anyway, I'm Emily with J Bone & Company. I hope you are enjoying this live. For those of you who've just got on here, I went over all the products, but we can go back. Which one of these products is your favorite so far? Which one are y'all really liking? I'm going to show you. These are the molds. We got 4 molds. Okay. Where's the other one? Here we go. We've got these four new molds. Wait a second. That's 2. No, that's right. We've got 4 of these molds. Okay, 4 molds. We've got the roosters, but it's called Chanticleer. Probably butchering that name. Leonidas, that's the lion. We have heralds and unicorns. Hey, have y'all checked out my latest video? Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all normally watch me if you watch my channel. If you're new here, right new, let me know you're new here. I can't really see who is all on here, but I can see there are people. So I'm so happy that you decided to click on this live and join me. I actually love these lives. It's so much more fun for me than the videos. I enjoy making projects, but I'm usually doing it by myself. Eventually you can get the line molds and maybe the rooster. The line mold, I'm telling you, that one is cool. I love the lion mold. I wasn't quite sure how it would go over, but y'all seem to really be loving it. I hated that I didn't get a chance to do any molds. It's just, I was out of town last weekend. I literally got, well, no, not last weekend, the weekend before. I barely had a weekend home, and then it was time for the week. So, yeah, you should definitely pick those up. Those are really good molds. I showed y'all this vintage texture stamp, and I told you if crafting is your social life or YouTube. Hey, YouTube is my social life too. It's kind of lame, isn't it? But seriously, that is my social life. I love talking to y'all. I love these lives. They're so fun. So y'all talk to me. I want y'all to talk to me, because otherwise I'm just sitting here yapping by myself. Both, haha. Yeah, right. It's my social life too. Okay, so then we've got these paint inlays. And you wanna know what, Stephanie? I really appreciate all of your comments and your likes. It means a lot, because really, as someone, I don't know how many of you have YouTube channels, but we sit here and we literally talk to the camera, and there's no one there besides our family, and they're probably like, what are you doing? Who are you talking to? Get off the, stop doing your YouTube, whatever. And so it's really like you're really by yourself. So it is really nice when y'all make comments to us and you say that you like our video. I mean, seriously, those videos, they might be like 25 minutes, 30 minutes long. They literally take days to make, because you have to do all those projects. And of course, we speed it up 2, 3, 4 times. We speed it up a whole lot. And, it takes, like last night, I literally got home last night from work, and about 6 o'clock, I started on that video, doing the voiceover on the video from last night. And by the time I did that, and I sent out an email to everyone for today, and I got everything done, it was like 1, 2 o'clock yesterday morning, and then I had to go to work again today. So it's a lot of work. The point of it is, it's really nice when you interact, because those videos take a lot of work, and it's really nice to hear things from you. Plus, just the social aspect. Okay, let's see here. I always thought it was funny when people would do lives and they would squint, but now I see, because you have to see it, because it's kind of small. I'm telling you what, those paint inlays, so that spring one, that is a gorgeous a gorgeous paint inlay, and I'm glad you gave it a try. You know, until I started selling these paint inlays in IOD, I hadn't even seen a paint inlay online. Really, I never saw anyone do paint inlays. And then I went to this, it was called Painter, I think it's called PBA. I think it's Painters Business Association or something like that. I got lucky right when I started last summer. They had a conference, just get this, at Lake Lanier. Lake Lanier is literally minutes, just a few minutes from this office, from my husband's office, and only 20 something minutes from my house. Anyway, long story short, Fusion Mineral Paint, those folks were there, the owners were there, the Iron Orchid Design sisters, there were some other paint companies, people that sell foil. There was so many companies there, and I got so lucky to meet all those people. And anyway, okay, I almost lost my train of thought. So anyway, at that conference, the IOD sisters did a paint inlay on, it was like kind of like some kind of piece of furniture that had 2 doors. And I'm gonna tell you what, I saw that paint inlay and I thought, 1, I can do that, and 2, I better not say what I really thought, but it was cool as, you know what, it was cool. I was like, that is cool. I'm gonna do those paint inlays. So I made a mission to teach you guys how to do the paint inlays, because they're not hard. I always tell you all this on the videos. They're not hard. They just take a little bit of a learning curve. Once you get it, it's not hard. Now that doesn't mean you'll never make a mistake, because I still make mistakes, but they are really fun. So y'all need to try the paint inlays because they're cool. And you don't have to do them on big projects. You can do them on small projects. You can come. Oh, bye. See you later. Thank you.
Are you going to be here tomorrow?
Maybe tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, I'll see you.
Okay, thanks. Bye. Okay, so Ryan is heading out. But anyway, y'all try these paint inlays. They're a lot of fun. I think they're probably the most underutilized item that IOD has, because a lot of people are scared of them, but they're not hard. Just watch one of my videos. I do these paint inlays all the time, pretty often, because I love them. They're fun. They're more what I would call artsy. You know, I like the transfers. They're cool. They enhance your stuff, but you know, they are what they are. They're cool though, and they sell well. They're probably the best seller. But these things, I love these things. So a little bit about me, if y'all don't know, I have a degree in a Bachelor of Fine Arts, and I love to do art and make art, and I love to share that with you guys. That's kind of like one of the reasons I decided to start the channel, so that I could take, and I'm not trying to sound like conceited or anything like that, but I wanted to take my knowledge and share it with you guys, because there's no need for you know, there's a lot of creative people out there, but there's a lot of people out there that might be scared to create, or they just maybe don't quite have the talent as other people do, or they just don't have the knowledge. So I'm here to share that all with you. Okay, so it is my social life too. Y'all have all become my friends, and I was just telling Ryan, I said, I'm so surprised. I get a lot of the same repeat customers, and it always surprises me, because y'all are so nice and loyal and supportive, and I really, really appreciate that. It really means a lot that y'all come back. Some people every week, every month, every few months, but I'm starting to really see the same names again and again. It really, really means a lot to me. Well, I appreciate that you appreciate all the work. It's definitely a labor of love, but I love to do it. It's I would do it. I did all these thrift flips a lot, you know, way before I had a YouTube channel. In fact, I always tell everyone, I don't know if I tell you guys, but I literally was doing thrift flips when I was a little kid. My mom, she hated garage sales. She didn't want to go to any garage sales. So I'd beg my mom to give me some money. You know, back then, you know, when I was little, it'd be like 50 cents or $1 or something like that. And she would give me that money, and I would go to the garage sale. I bought ice skates, and we lived in Texas. It wasn't like an ice skating place, but I would buy little trinkets and things, little wooden things, and I would paint them. I love to paint. Ever since I was little, I would paint and all kinds of stuff. And in fact, I was telling my husband the other day that, or maybe it was my friend, I don't know. But anyway, I used to go around Mom's house, and, you know, back then growing up, it was, you know, I was a kid like in the born in the 70s, but a kid in the 80s. So let's fast forward to the early 90s, okay? Like 1990, late 80s, early 90s. Mom would have stuff that was like, maybe it was like that green color that was popular from the 70s, or she'd just have stuff, you know, stuff that to me seemed old-timey at the time, but then it wasn't that old. But I would paint. I said, oh, that green, oh, let's just paint it. So I went around Mom's house and I painted all kinds of stuff. So this stuff is so new. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Laura, I believe you're Laura. So a lot of people have different names that they have on here, but different, you know, real life names. So I really appreciate you telling me that you watch my videos. I mean, anytime you watch my videos, it really means a lot. Avocado, yes, that green, avocado green. I remember specifically Mom had, it was like this, everyone had these. They're like this, it's like a glass jar, candy jar, and it had that green lid. I painted it. Mom's kitchen was kind of like, she had this, like a light blue, it's like a light blue, and then she kind of had like a purple mauve color. Anyway, I painted it that color. Now that'd be out of style, but she also had one of these lamps. I think it might have been Home Interiors or something, because I think a lot of people had it, but it was like this skinny lamp with this metal lampshade, but it was all scratched up. You wouldn't know what I was talking about because I've seen those on a lot of people's stuff. But anyway, I painted that. But I would always paint. And then when I went to college, I painted like a trunk. I painted all kinds of stuff going to college. I would dressers and a trunk. And then I got to college and I painted my friends' trunks. I mean, anyway, I could go on and on and on. But I bet a lot of you are like that too if you're on here. So yes, Laura, I thought so. So thank you, Laura. I appreciate all of your orders and all of your support. I mean, you just don't know. Every week, it really, you know, sometimes you ask yourself, why am I spending my free time doing this when I could, you know, be doing anything else? Anything. I could be at the lake. I could be working in my garden. I mean, I don't have to work. I have a full-time job, but I love it. I love this. I love the connection, and I love offering these things to you guys so that you can make your own crafts and hopefully have the same kind of fulfillment and enjoyment that I get out of it. So I hope that is doing something for you guys, and I really appreciate you and just your friendship. I would be on here just for your friendship. So anyway, this is another one of the transfers, the Saint Germain. We've got the Folk Story stamp right there. If y'all haven't checked out my latest video, y'all head over there and check it out. Let's see here. This is called the Mercy House stamp. This is the Gilded Emporium. I think I call it the gold transfer, but it's really the Gilded Emporium stamp. Got some paper. This is the Flora and Vine stamp. Do you guys have any questions? Yeah, that avocado green was something else, right? How about that orange color? I remember when I was I was probably like young 20s, and I was looking to buy a house. Every house that we went into, you know, you go on a block, you know, I can only afford like tiny little houses. Every house that we went into had that like rust, like the appliances would either be rust, that orange rust color, or harvest gold, or that avocado green. It was like walking in a time machine, and not a good time machine either. Not for me, because it was so outdated. I'm sure things that are outdated now are completely different than what was outdated then. But this is that Harvest Gold. I think that Harvest Gold would be okay. Bye, Ava. Good night. Thanks for jumping on here. This is the Saint Germain transfer. It's a great one to pick up if you haven't picked it up. I love this one. This is called the Menagerie. I love the Menagerie one. And this is the Sarah Featon's Botanical one. And here we go. And I can do my profile pic. That's me smiling. It's funny, like On this video, usually I do a thumbnail that I was telling my friend Bailey over at Reclaim Grace, I was telling her, I was like, I couldn't get good pictures. I don't know. I didn't like how my projects looked on the thumbnail, so I was just holding these. I was doing the video like this, and so I was showing everyone, and then I decided, yes, that's my husband. He's looking at me like, what are you doing? But anyway, then I decided just to take a picture for my picture, so I'm looking kind of goofy, all smiling in the picture. Anyway, do y'all want to see anything else? You got any special requests, things you've wanted to see, but you haven't seen it? Any questions? You got any questions for me? Now I've made a mess. Oh, and this is the other one, the wall units on the floor there. Let's see here. But I've got all kinds of, still have some. This is a cool stamp. This is the velveteen one from the last release. I made some tiles out of this in the video. And they look so cool as tiles. But you know what I think this one would be good at? As this is going to be an awesome Halloween stamp. Check that out. It looks dark. Like if you like the dark and moody look, this is a stamp for you. It wasn't advertised like that, but that's how I think. This is another cool stamp. This is a sunflower stamp. I made a basket with this recently. It's a great stamp. You know, it's going to be about that time pretty soon to start doing things with, making things with sunflowers, and that is an awesome, I keep calling it a stamp, mold, sunflower mold. Let's see here. This one, I haven't even got to play with it too much. I have one of these at my house, and I can't find it. The Persephone one. Knox? Anyway, this is the Persephone stamp. This is a really cool, great. Now they can't find my son. I hope he's around here somewhere. He was, Knox? He was kind of zooting around here earlier. I'm sure he's out there somewhere. But anyway, do y'all have any more questions? If you order from me, I'll get it out to you. My goal is to get it out in 2 business days. I typically get things out before then. Sometimes it's a little longer. I believe I have all of the last orders from last week. I was out of town at the Fusion Mineral Paint Conference last week. And so I was, it took me a little bit to get the stuff out because only Ryan was here, and trying to coordinate it between my husband and my son getting all the orders out. It took a little bit longer, but I believe I have all of those orders shipped out to you. I got a bunch of orders. Oh yeah, you know what? Also, I wanted to show you, and I don't know where they are. I think they're in there. In there, I have those DIY paint kits. Those are really popular. They're a little kit of DIY paint. You get 8 little paints in there, 8 2-ounce samples basically, and it's a good value because you get to try 8 different paints, and you get to try all those different paints, and you can make, there's different recipes you can try, but there's only a limited number of those. A lot of people have sold out of them. I still have some left though, because I stocked up because I thought y'all are really gonna want these paint sets. But anyway, y'all should pick those up. Debbie from DIY Paint said that she is going to be maybe restocking those at some point, but they're going to be more expensive the next time around because they're just really time consuming for them to make. So you got your stuff yesterday, Laura. Awesome. Was it packaged okay? Did everything come out okay? Sometimes I worry. I've only had one spill, knock on wood, with paint. Only one time things have spilled, but other than that, we put seals on them, and then we put them in plastic bags, so we try to prevent any of that. My husband sends out chemicals all the time here, so they're used to, you know, sending out stuff like that. So normally we don't have any spills or anything like that, but I'm glad to hear you got your stuff. I know it might be a little weird ordering from someone online, and anyway, it might be a little hard, you know, to not hard, but like you might not trust everyone online. Sorry guys, I got a phone call. and whenever you get a phone call, it goes out. Okay, does my husband have a page? Do you mean like a Facebook page or something like that? He does. It's called Detail Link, just like Detail, Detail Link, Link, and that's his shop, his store, and so you can get all his supplies there. And so I'm glad you got a bunch of the products. Pamela, what are you working on now? Your boyfriend is a car guy. Oh, well, he would love this place. So my husband sells detail supplies. I'll show you this. My husband sells detail supplies. He sells all kinds of ceramic coat. We have a ceramic coating company. It's called CCI. I'll show you. Okay, you see that? CCI, that's their company. All behind me is the detail supplies. Most of all the store is detailing stuff. You see? Car detailing stuff. So we sell all kinds of, I think those are like pads for like buffers, like spray bottles. See all the spray bottles? Those are like lids, spray bottles, all kind of chemicals. He sells professional detailing supplies. Detailers come in here, but he also sells to all of like car dealerships. This is called Rupes. This is a cool company. This company is out of Milan, Italy. We actually got to go to Italy and go to their plant. Hey, April, how are you doing? I see April's on here. And I appreciate all your support, April. I'm showing everyone my husband's store. So we've got like, this is what I use a lot. I haven't used it lately, but this right here, I'm telling you what, this is an awesome cleaner. It's a car cleaner, but I use it on my granite countertops. I have it on my website, actually. It's an awesome cleaner. I told my husband I should sell that on my website because it's a good product. But anyway, this is a cool company. They're buffers for cars. But when we were in Italy, we got to stop by their place in Milan and tour the plant and have lunch with them and all that stuff. But anyway, here's more stuff here. And it's just all kinds, I don't even know what all this stuff is, just all kind of chemicals and supplies. And this is, y'all a little tour, if you want a little tour. Are y'all enjoying? This is the behind the scenes at Detail Link. You see that thing right there, that flex? My husband gave me one of those. I showed it to you on the video. It's awesome. But I've got my little testers down here, all of my Fusion Mineral paint here. I have my Alchemy paint here. So this is going to be behind the scenes. This was supposed to be all the new stuff, but I think there's some older stuff mixed in. And then here is all a bunch of new stuff. And then a bunch of the, here we go, the molds up there. We've got like all of like the inks and stuff on the car. This is all the stuff I've been showing you. I've been making a big mess right there. And then this is like the older, you know, like the older stuff. Is this camera moving too much for y'all? I hope it's not. I also have these little kits. If you like to do furniture, paint furniture, these little furniture kits, painting kits, they're from Fusion. And I'm just starting to, I don't have them up on my website yet, but I am going to, I'm going to show you the warehouse. This is where the magic really takes place. So this is our showroom where we sell the products. But back here, I'll show you, this is our warehouse. This is where all the packing gets done. I did a little video, a little reel of Ryan packing up everything. This, oh, it's a mess. This is our packing station. You see that? We got all those packing peanuts up there. This is where we pack stuff. This is where they pack stuff for my husband's business, but they pack stuff here for me. So this is the warehouse. It's hot back here. See all the supplies? See all that? It's a lot. It's our warehouse. Yeah, Laura, you really need to try Fusion. If you've never tried Fusion, I'm telling you, I love all the paints, but Fusion, my first love. It's my go-to furniture paint. It's a great paint. It paints home like butter. Is it too loud out here? They got the music. So see behind me, that's our packing supply, so all your stuff gets packed here. I used to do all the packing at first, but the problem is it was too much because, well, actually it was too much for my husband because he got tired of having to bring, anytime someone ordered Fusion or IOD, he had to bring it home to me, and he just got tired of doing that. So he just said, why don't you just let Ryan, there you are, did they find you? Where were you? Were you sleeping? Oh, there's my son. We lost him for a second. Okay, so then we got a little car detailing place right there. We've got, here's my son. My son is filthy. He came to work with my husband today. But here is like all the boxes and the peanuts. I love the peanut thing. That's like like I'm obsessed with that thing. And then my husband, this is where, so they deliver products to like all over Georgia, Atlanta, mainly Atlanta area, all over Georgia. And of course he's got a website, but it's kind of tight in here because there's like cars, or these are our vans that they deliver product. Can't wait till you see this. Oh goodness, he told me he just bought some new pallets. There they are. I didn't know what he was talking about. So here is all this stuff. Back here, we're taking a behind the scenes tour of Detail Link Warehouse. This is my son. He likes to come up here. Knock, say hello. Hi. Anyway, you get the point. You're here for the IOD, and I'm showing you my warehouse, or my husband's warehouse. My husband's warehouse. He says I don't pay rent here. But anyway, then there's a whole, like, I mean, there's a lot to it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I had so much fun hanging out with you. I guess it's about time to go get something to eat and go take a nap, y'all. I'm getting tired, but I got to get all these orders, start getting these orders together for you guys, and so we get those orders out for you. So that is exciting, and I will start working on the orders, get something to eat. So y'all saw the behind the scenes, and now we're in the nice quiet showroom. So anyway, that's that. I hope you enjoyed it, this video. It was like a little field trip. Yeah, see, now when I tell you I'm at Detail Link, you guys know what I'm talking about. They said someone was in here today, and they said they didn't know Buford had an IOD place, but they do, and here we are. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I guess I'm going to head out. And y'all, if you want anything from IOD, make sure that you get it. Have a great day. And if I can help you, oh, thank you, Lynn. Okay, you're just now here. Thank you, Lynn, for placing an order. I was going to jump off of here, but if someone's getting on, I'd love to chat a little bit. What did you order, Lynn? You are welcome, Stephanie. What did you, sorry, I've just been doing a little tour of the warehouse of Detail Link. What all did you order? What's your favorite? What is your favorite item that you ordered? For those new people, I'll jump on here one more time and I'll show you the new stuff. This is Leonidas, one of the molds. We've got Heraldi. We were just doing a little tour of the warehouse. That stuff, though, is not IOD stuff. That's my husband's business. He sells a lot more stuff than I sell. I just sell my paint and my little project, my IOD stuff. So we've got the unicorns and the Chanticleer. I love the Chanticleer one. I love this one. I think that's the roosters. I love them all, actually, but so far I'm really liking the Leonidas one and the rooster one. I think the unicorns one will be fun, and this one will be really cool too, I think. Okay, so there's all that. We've got the transfers. We've got the 2 small transfers. Okay, we've got the Home Sweet Home, Seraphine's Botanicals. Everyone who just joined us, I am Emily with J Bone & Company. We are live on location in Buford, Georgia at Detail Link, where I sell my Iron Orchid Designs. I'll tell you a little story how I got here. Some of you may not know. So basically, I had taken a chance. I signed up to sell the Fusion paint, the IOD, and a brand new, yeah, okay, that's right, that's right. I saw you ordered the waxes. I saw that. I just couldn't remember what it was. That's great. And the waxes are right down, where do we keep the waxes? I'll show y'all. I get distracted, easily distracted. But we, yeah, here's the waxes. I guess they have them all up here. Well, we got the aging wax. We had to move some of this stuff, so maybe they moved it somewhere. But anyway, here's, I know I have a bunch of waxes because I just ordered them. Who knows, maybe they put them somewhere. But we've got the aging wax and then the gliming waxes and the clear waxes. I came up here the other weekend because my husband let me put all this, I say let because this is his store, okay? And so at first he told me I could have this one shelf, and now I have this shelf here. But we've got a bunch of the waxes somewhere. Oh, they're down there at the bottom. There they are. All the waxes got moved down there. But anyway, we have all the waxes. Everything that you order, if you order Fusion and you order Fusion or you order the IOD, it comes from this location. Okay, so back to the story. Sorry, I got off. Yeah, look at all that paint. Look at that. Ooh, it's so fun. It's all the paints. So I had taken a chance on a brand new antique store that was just down the road, about 25 minutes in the county down the road from us. And I had a lot of hopes and dreams for it, but I could tell that there was a good chance that that store was not going to survive based on just some of the things that were going on there. And so I had to pull out of that store, and I pulled out all of my Fusion paint and my IOD stuff, and I was pretty devastated. Let's see here. I started that store in probably May, and it was probably, gosh, I don't remember when it was, September or October, when I had to pull out of that store. And so it made me sad because here I had like put, you know, I mean, I had painted walls there. It was just a booth, but I had two booths there, but I had one booth that was like an antique booth, crafts and stuff, and then the other booth had all my supplies, and I loved it. It was my first little art store, and I could tell though that that store was not going to make it. That's what my feeling was, and turns out I was right. So anyway, I ended up pulling out of that store, and I asked my husband, I'm like, what am I going to do? There's, you know, these Fusion and IOD, that's territory protected, so you can't just put it in any store you want to. So I asked him, begged him, made a lot of promises, whatever, that if I could please put my stuff up here, it would be perfect, because they didn't have the IOD in Buford. And Buford, if you're not familiar with this area, it is a bustling place. It's, you know, it's probably 30-40 minutes from Atlanta, and there's a big mall of Georgia, and there's a lot of traffic. So I told my husband this would be perfect for me to have my stuff here. So anyway, long story short, here we are. He allowed me to, like I said, he allowed me, because this was his store. I was like, please, can I just have like a shelf and we'll just see how it works? And anyway, so that's why I have my stuff at a detail supply store. So here we are today, and anyway, that's it. So I was just talking to y'all about all these different products and the new products, and here we are. This is the Home Sweet Home transfer set. I love that one. It's got a lot of really cool retro things going on there, retro signs. It'd be cool for like canisters, a bread box. You could make just all kind of cool things. They've got it on a cutting board and on like a piece of furniture. Then you've got these Seraphine botanicals, and you've got two more transfer sets. Okay, I think I am going to call it a night, because I am getting a little tired, and I still need to pack up a bunch of this stuff. So I am going to head off of here so I can get some stuff packed up, maybe get a drink or something. Not that kind of drink, just like a Diet Coke. But anyway, and so anyway, thank y'all so much for being here with me. I really appreciate it. If you've not watched my latest video, head over there and watch it. If I can help you, let me know. And if you have any questions, just leave me if you comment on any video, it basically immediately comes to my phone. In case y'all didn't know that, like when y'all leave a message or write me a message, it immediately comes to my phone. I can't always answer it, but it usually always comes to my phone. So I will get back to you. You can also go on the, that's all right, Lynn, no problem. I always do these because of my other job, I just randomly get on here. So, y'all can just leave me a message, send me a message. There's a place to send a message on a website if you want to be private. Like there's a little box and it says, you know, can you have a question or something? At first, you're going to talk to like the bot. It's going to sort out if it can help you. And if it can't help you, I get the message. So I can message you there. You can also message me at jbowenandcompany@gmail.com, or just put a, you know, leave a comment here. But anyway, y'all have a great night. Check out my video. Let me know what you think. Remember to always hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment. It helps my channel grow and it supports me. And I just really appreciate that. So y'all have a great night and I will talk to you soon.